rapping crypto, stacking and make it flip, yo. Supplementing the income, did I mention that it's lit, yo? Spitting the truth out, struggle to pick the new route. Tired of living from paycheck to pay and bills where I lose out. So I'm investing, no time for the second guessing. Diversifying my cash, can leave all my eggs in one basket, I figure. So that's it, yo. Flipping, rapping the crypto, income producing admin, did I mention that it's lit, yo? I'm on the come up, these brothers getting they ones up, wanna run with us because we show a secure way to level up. I'm on that double dutch, it's a quick trip, NFT flip, check the numbers, I don't need friends. My payment system is so amazing, it came encrypted. It's privacy and security, that's what you were missing. Listen, this ain't no Wi-Fi, it's DeFi. Sending currency on the reply, you wanna rewind this. To get a better understanding, know that welcome was the plan and taking steps to money management. That's how we handle it from peer to peer in the clear. So anything weird couldn't interfere here.
Hi, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is, man. That's another wonderful week of rapping crypto. Your main man, Hutch and D, aka HD, coming to you live from Dayton, Ohio, with my brother LJ. And we got our special guest tonight, man, Jay of Mint Made Brand, man, in the building.
Hey.
Building, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it fresh off the blockchain.
I'm going to go ahead and throw it to my brother LJ. Go ahead and go, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know how I'm coming. It's another Wednesday, 9 p.m. Y'all know what time it is. You know where we at. You know, man, y'all already know what's up. Listen, this is definitely going to be a special show for today for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. So, look, I'm not going to sit up here and get on my soapbox like I like to do. What I am going to do is make sure we kick this off the right way. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we are going to let Brother Jay go ahead and introduce himself. While he's introducing himself, I'm going to go ahead and let Sister Ruby go ahead and pull up what we're going to go ahead and be introducing y'all to at the beginning of the show this evening. So, Brother Jay, if you want to go ahead and jump in and tell us a little about yourself, brother.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? I'm Jamal, the Made Brands. We are ecosystem. I'm an ecosystem developer. Right now, we are focused on AI development. Board of Web 2 companies, a Web 3. Inside our ecosystem, we have a travel agency, a staffing company, game publishing, fashion, and we focus on innovative technology.
Oh, my mic was muted. I'm sorry, y'all.
Man,
so, all right.
That's a whole mouthful right there.
Wait a minute. Hey, man, you took the word out of my mouth. Speaking of man, listen. That, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell y'all straight like this. We already going to start off the show. We 3 minutes in? I'm going to tell y'all right now. Y'all going to want to catch the replay and rewind that back and go do some research on exactly what he said they are involved in. Because those are some very powerful and key things that are actually going to be integrations into what's going to actually be coming to the world in the future. Go ahead, HD. I'm sorry.
Man, and also you might want to grab that pen and pad, man. Y'all already know this is class in session. Hey, Jay, go ahead and bring them in class, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, we stay educated in our space right now. That's the only best way to do it, and that's like one of our big suggestions, especially onboarding brands, talent, and businesses inside Web3 is an ongoing educational curve to it. So as far as new introductions to new technology, how to apply that technology to your craft, your music, your film, down the line. So those things that we implement inside of our ecosystem, we actually structure and develop something, push something out of our ecosystem called the All or Nothing Tour to the musicians and the artists, producers that's out there. We formulated kind of like a global tour right now of relationships that we have through like the NFT space, the Web3 space, to destinations. We've halfway made it there. We started in Las Vegas, North Hollywood, on our way in TBA days for New York, Miami, Texas, Shanghai, France, and Dubai.
Oh, man, that's a global network, ladies and gentlemen. That's a global network, y'all. That's a global network, and that's powerful, ladies and gentlemen, because... Oh, go ahead, brother.
No, I was going to say, as you can see right there is our one of our landing pages collectively for like our eco space. As you see the title, it's Invest in the Movement. Those are actual brands that we produce as far as the curve of what the industry has right now. As far as Web3 Lighting by Design, those are brands that's being developed right now in beta mode. We have mid-made brands. We have a Web3 global education platform where, like, as you can see in LA right now, the LAUSD, we on strike, and we're looking for alternative ways to help teachers get involved and monetize their ecosystems as far as their classrooms. We build on those. We have a game platform in which we're generating right now. We created the Lazy Mint, developed a platform that takes on the Lazy Mint process as far as fees for gas fees for creators to be diverted to the buyer. Race car game in our ecosystem. We built on four different blockchains right now. Play to earn game. I just added another financial literacy to our platform too. So,
and if you don't mind sharing, what are those 4 blockchains that you all are a part of?
some I can't say because we're still in development mode, but I'll just say that it's still the development mode, bro.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Look, hey, I had to ask the question because I was like, "Oh, wait a minute." I was like, "Oh no, okay, fair enough. I understand." If you could say, you would have said. Fair enough. What's understood doesn't have to be explained, ladies and gentlemen. So, Brother Jay, what I do want to jump in and ask while we're actually going down is if you could speak on what you feel like the power of NFTs are going to be able to bring to people, especially brands globally.
The access. It's more or less my strong it comes from marketing. So I don't know the term if y'all familiar with it called airdrop marketing.
Okay.
If y'all
No, I'm not familiar with airdrop marketing.
Okay. Airdrop marketing basically is actually building up your fan base. Now imagine everybody inside your fan base was actually generating a velocity or generating revenue as they're investing inside your catalogs and investing inside to get a return. So that helps with the NFT process by giving those exclusives. Project I like to look at is like the Bored Ape project. You know, they actually build sub ecosystems. One predominant main ecosystem will help the industry as artists and everybody else thrive. That actually gave collaborations. It actually built like art collaborations. It built more of a sustainable ecosystem to where the presence of the whole ecosystem brings value, is branded value. So in due turn, a lot of the things that's like with IL deals helps keep up with the intellectual property in which you're trying to release, which is available for and to be tracked. That's how I look at it.
Man, oh man. Ooh. Okay, go ahead, AC.
Because it's a lot of different. It's a lot of.
Sorry. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's a lot of different. It's a lot of different. Oh, no worries. It's a lot of different elements right now as far as the next phase of NFTs. That's what I'm gonna say. What the ice cream and the cake gonna be the next phase of NFTs with the abilities to that allows us to go on the next phase. Right now is just like, you know, it's JPEG City. So, so now,
man, oh man, I'm looking forward to that future that we keep talking about because we right there, man, we right there.
So close. But I'm gonna keep my question off. But I'm gonna start out. So, what inspired Mid-Made Brand?
What inspired me actually was the lack of knowledge with our culture. I actually developed Mid-Made Brands as a digital wear brand because it's easier for me to communicate with the masses by them actually having a physical item to see rather than me just having a conversations off like that. So I developed a brand across my brand and it became the conversation was brought to me rather than me just going to go seek it. So it expanded. It just went to from there. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
basically. My strong
Go
point
ahead,
is an
AC.
educator. So, oh yeah,
Oh no, I
No.
was go ahead, brother.
Oh
You
man.
good?
So
You good?
so I guess that's a great feeling, man. Because like as LJ, he's an educator. My wife's an educator, and most of her family, which is part of LJ, educating. So, um,
Yeah, man. And it's funny. That's on my dad and my mom's side. It's weird, man. It's just a family
yeah.
full of educators. That's how it goes.
that's
It's
how it
how it
goes.
goes.
Oh, like that. So
Do
I
you
use it
swear?
to my.
It's Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry about that.
No, I said I
No, I
just
was
used it to my. I just used it to my advantage as far as like, because in this space right now, our culture, everybody, if we don't apply ourselves and put things to implement to catch on, they're gonna be left behind. So you want to be flying fresh, but you don't know how to go cash a real proper account or something like that. So let me start this conversation by something you can see, and then I can open your mind up and be receptive to the things that's out here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because man, listen,
Man.
a lot of people are held being blind, and it's crazy because the lack of information, like you said, that's going to be the real true curve. Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's just going to be a real easy learning curve when CBDCs and things of that nature start getting implemented, but it's not. It's going to be the
Yeah.
same type of learning curve that you're going to have to catch up with, on top of understanding how you now have to navigate and deal with something that is not of true nature to what blockchain is supposed to be. Oh man, it's
And
scary time.
you really have to take a step back into global economics dealing with this, because that's really like your ecosystem and how you develop it. Like it really runs like that. You need everybody, all hands on deck, mamas, aunties, cousins, everybody. Because that's what keeps the value of the velocity of the ecosystem going. You
Mhm.
got your networks. So
Sir.
that's why we reach out to many people and onboard as many brands as we can. You know,
Because it has to become the norm. Like it's no question. It has to become the norm.
Right. Because like I think Miss Ruby hit me up today and told me most of the banks are no longer FDIC backed by.
Insured.
So
Yeah.
man, your money is not protected no more.
Folks out here
you
floating,
just
man.
they just launched a stable coin too for June. I guess the
USDC.
U.S. government got a stable coin,
Yeah, because they got the Fed
so a
now.
lot of the actual configuration is about to start. Correct. So that's a big effect, because once the mass don't even understand it yet. So
it's, it's like giving can it's like basically you trying to teach Spanish to a baby who understands English.
correct.
That's real. That's
Directly.
real. Because you got to teach the process of, oh, well, I understand money. No, you don't. Let me teach you a whole nother lesson before I get you here. Man, you're
Yeah.
right, man. It's like teaching a baby who don't understand English, Spanish. But the beautiful thing is, if we think about how we teach a baby English and Spanish at the same time, when they're able to grow up and the amount of development that they have, when they're able to actually fluently speak both, that's a lot better than growing up being a baby than being an adult and understanding one and then trying to understand something completely different. That's even harder. So these folks who are fresh out here, it's a good thing that you have to learn everything fresh, because learning on top of learning after years and years, it's good to continue being a student, but it's harder to pick up good habits the older that you get and the more habits that you attain. So it's a double-edged sword in this. It really is a double-edged sword, but people really got to get themselves informed and educated in this time right now.
So my next question is
Yeah, it's
oh, I'm sorry. Go
no, go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I was gonna ask.
No, I was gonna say that's you good. I'm listening.
I was gonna. Oh, okay. I'm gonna ask. Basically. So how did you get into the NFT process? Like, who taught you, and how did it
Mm,
transpire, or who was your mentor?
Um, Good question. The NFT space, I come from a background of technology, so music management. So me as a personal music manager, I will always want to have my talent up to abreast with what's going on and new innovational things. So I started off actually with Superman. Superman was my like kind of like my first. I was reviewing everything, doing my due diligence about it. Went to Superman, and from Superman, I've been around the world basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like I strive and I converted everything into NFT space. Actually going through the whole processes. Then I was self-taught myself how to develop a blockchain. I had a few partnerships that for metaverse, like metaverse concerts, and we started doing things like that. So that kind of threw me in the loop to continue to go. Now I'm building AI.
that's dope. That's dope. So, would you be able to agree that you would say this blockchain space is it? It's an ever-ending rabbit hole in some cases.
Yeah, I mean it's my suggestion to anybody, like everybody, is to do your due diligence, because all projects is all projects ain't the best thing in the world. I'm gonna say it like that. You really have to go. I go with passion projects. How being able to succeed by being able to go with dealing with social impact projects, things that make sense, and align myself with those things comparatively. Then I'm just trying to make a quick come up. I don't do no rug pulls, no oxys, no Ponzi schemes, nothing like that. So I align myself with proper business, even with the staffing. Like, you know, I come from an urban underbanked community where it's not what you look around. You're not gonna see 10 people that make $100,000 legally. You know what I'm saying? So I come from create building blocks for situations like that. So me jumping into this space, I feel like I'm an influence in the space. So my my sometimes my influence brought on board a lot of industry to kind of help push the space too, more or less, as far as able to understand, because each one teach one in this space, because everybody will get it, and you got to find the right people to teach you. That'll be where I'll be at with it.
It's fair. You 100% right about that too. It's
Yeah.
definitely each one teach one, because that's and that goes with everything in life, man. Everything's supposed to be each one teach one, and that's why a lot of our communities are suppressed, because we've been basically perished for lack of knowledge. For the the best phrase possible, we've been perishing for a lack of knowledge, just simply because certain particular things either weren't passed down, or that information and knowledge was not given. So, I mean, that's just how that goes. So
Yeah,
it's important. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah. No, I said in Web3, you got to really keep up too, because it's an international thing. It's not just a domestic. It's an international thing. Like, like me working on a game project. I My team is in Shanghai. Like I don't even talk to people that have been not because I don't know why, but my team is in Shanghai, so I had to learn international business. I had to learn different cultures. I had to learn time zone. Like when you called me, I was like, oh, all right, I'm awake, but it's almost time for me to go to bed because I got to catch up to China in the morning. But then I
Oh
got
man.
NFTLA, yeah, NFTLA going on right now too.
Yeah, man.
Be
And
busy.
again,
It's in demand thing.
And that's the beautiful thing, and that's why we said we truly appreciate, because when Brother HD started explaining some of the things that you had going on, we understood how important your time was, because I was just like, oh yeah, he really ain't got time for much to be doing. But it's just one of those things where being able to have you on the show, being able to speak to your experience and the big things that are going on in blockchain is just powerful, because people, and we tell every week, we might be beating a dead horse, but it's constant information and constant understanding of how this is going to be an integration of the future, not just an integration of, oh, this is a quick buck, this is a quick finesse, however
It
people
ain't gonna
want to look
last
at
that
it.
long.
It's not gonna last that long. Nah, this is here. Like, if you don't figure it out now,
Nah,
you're
it's
gonna be
here.
knocking at people's doors. Yeah, you're gonna be knocking at people's
Gotta
doors who
figure
know
it
what you're
out.
talking about, and everybody gonna be scrambling, and eventually people gonna be called, like, oh, you think you better than? Nah, I just don't have hours on end to teach each and every single last one of you who just now have decided that it's important. I can give you avenues, I can give you the resources, I can put you in the right groups and spaces and things that we have set up. But most people are going to be expecting, oh, let me get a one-on-one with you. I can't give out 100 one-on-ones. I don't have enough time in the day. It's just impossible. But
Time
and that's
is of
why,
the essence.
yes, sir. Like, people got to get on it quick, fast, in a hurry. And man, listen,
Man,
this
listen.
is pertinent. This is pertinent.
And we
If
went
you
from
don't understand it, you better figure it out, because this is pertinent, y'all.
crypto to smart contracts to NFTs to metaverses. Now we're into the whole AI scene.
Yeah.
So where do you where do you see blockchain going in the next year?
Mm.
Blockchain is gonna be here for it because it's the ledger, so it's gonna be here for a while. As far as what token gonna be attached to that ledger, I don't know. I can't get those predictions. but the ledger gonna be here for sure.
Uh,
but
That's
we'll
real.
see a
And
demonstration. I
that's
say,
real.
yeah, I
That's
say
a
we'll see a
guarantee.
demonstration, a U.S. demonstration, of what the blockchain will look like when they in probably June or something when they come around. Because in other countries they're actually using it more than the U.S. right now, so it's like, and they're profiting off of it, big profiting off of it.
China is busting that thing down. But
China,
people
600
don't
why?
understand digital ID either, and that's, man.
man. People just don't understand that, China created 600 new millionaires the first year it was implementing blockchain technology when it took away and gave the digital one. So that was like 2018, 2017.
Yeah,
And the blockchain has changed very much since then. Much more lockdowns, from my understanding, if I wasn't incorrect. I believe China has either implemented or is getting ready to start implementing. Like, we warned people about what could potentially happen with the current CBDCs for the United States, but with the China's digital dollar, they're basically getting ready to start having expirations on them, simply because you either use it or lose it, and it's just like, so you can't stack your bread, because if it's a use it or lose it, then you be like, your money's good for a year or 2 years, and you want to stack your bread. Ain't no stacking no bread. You better figure out how to. So, and that's the thing. Most people's minds are built on, I gotta stack my bread. If you don't know how to make your bread flip, you're gonna be in trouble. Like, the art of stacking bread is going to be gone, especially if they put expiration dates on it, unless you know how to do the right thing.
correct. You gotta. I just got onboarded as one of the consultants for a financial literacy platform, so we can start implementing inside of these homes, the parents, more or less, because that's where it starts at. That's like Talim in Islamic. You got to teach the structure of the household and what you have going on to actually have to bear the fruit you plant inside the next generation. And that's what I'm a strong believer of. So our mission with Men Brands is to bring that innovation in those households to make sure that we have those tools for our culture and our society can grow. You know,
That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's powerful. Man, it's man, oh man, oh man. Each one teach one inside your household is more powerful. Each one teach one will tell your friends. I mean, it still works the same way, but each one teach one in your household, it's powerful.
it starts
And
right.
that's a,
It there. It starts right there because you got to think like our generation, we having a transfer of wealth, and a lot of our morals is gone based on our adolescence. I'm gonna say of our culture, to be politically correct. So we rebuilding right now as a culture, as a country, as a nation, and so forth and so forth. So by us rebuilding ourselves, we have to restructure our, like you say, the average mindset. Let's change our mindsets on what we want. Like that's one thing I had to do to even be the CEO from Men-Made Brands. I had to change my mind state. I had to change my mind state to have a perspective on what's coming in and how, who, what, where's, and how to navigate towards get the culture and navigate or instrument to where we survive basically. So that's I had to change my mindset to even get that far. I had to regroup, take like Nip say, take 3 steps back, take 10 steps forward. You feel me?
That's right. Because like even with me and LJ, like we take time out our day, and I was like, LJ, man, some cryptos we gotta go back through these white papers because like, man, we gotta break it down, especially if somebody come up and ask us, or not even just ask us, but something goes wrong. At least we know we can go back to that white paper for that structure.
Yeah.
And it also gives people the power to be able to.
Yeah, I just actually launched it.
Oh, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just launched no, you good. The platform right now called the White Paper List, where we a team of we actually what he was just saying, go through the white papers, and it's a membership program where we actually help you develop you to be pitch ready.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And those are for the individuals who actually have white papers and are actually trying to do pitches for their programs that they're developing. That's amazing. That is powerful. So
and that's globally.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
No, you good.
So my next question is, what is your thoughts on ISO 2022 tokens?
Oh, you took my question. Oh man,
repeat it, sorry.
I said, go ahead, LJ.
No, go ahead, bro. That's the one question I have for tonight. Go ahead, bro. Bro. I'm glad it got. I'm glad it got asked. Great minds think alike.
Yes, sir. And also, iron sharper iron. So basically, what is your thought process on the ISO 2022 tokens?
No comment.
Fair enough.
I mean, no tokens, no comments, no tokens.
Oh man. Oh,
it was.
Hey, look, hey, because this is the first that we've had somebody say, "Yo, I got to plead the fifth on 2 questions." Hey, that, and most people be like, "Oh, is that?" If you don't understand, that's a great thing. That if he's saying, "Hey, look, that's a beautiful thing," and it's not that he didn't have an opinion. It's just there's some things going on. Hey, much respect, bro. Much respect. Much respect.
For a lot of people who don't understand what ISO 2022 tokens are, they're mostly they're mostly the bank tokens, like for what the feds would probably be using. They're Fed regulated tokens, such as SRP, SDC.
They centralized. They still centralized.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, it is what it is. Look. Hey, look. I got to get it together.
Just put in the books. I said no comment.
We got you. We all
Look. He said no comment, y'all. No comment means no comment. But y'all, yeah. I mean, we'll get to it on the top 10. Y'all already know how I'm coming. Don't ask me that question. Y'all know if we're gonna talk about one, y'all know which one. I've been hollering since it happened. I was like, oh no. Don't be. Again, we'll get to it in the top 10. We'll get to it in
the top 10. Yeah,
but,
it's a lot of because I have to be politically correct on the token situations. So look,
hey man, look, I'm
do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. That's all I'm gonna say. Make a smart investment. Make your mind right. Make a smart investment. That's all I can say. Everything is. Don't fall for everything.
And don't fall for everything. But if you've been watching them charts lately too, that's been it's been very interesting. Very interesting.
Bitcoin up right now too.
A lot of things, a whole lot of stuff been pumping.
I told this man last week.
He called that.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, Tuesday." He was like, "Tuesday, XRP finna have a mean pump." I said, "Oh wow, y'all almost went to 50 cents from 25. That's crazy. Y'all was wilding on Tuesday." Okay. Okay. Go ahead, AC. Go ahead.
But now, all seriousness, so you say you was in the music industry. So can you name a few artists that you was dealing with or been around?
Sure, dealing with, been around. The whole All Money In camp, Jay Stone, MC, Copy Supreme, Pac-Man, Lil Cotty PG, Killer Squad, Travis Ford, Black Molly, G Pretty Go, the East Siders, Jail Felony, and a few more. I don't know all of them. Spice One, Spice One. Who else? MC8, Compton's Most Wanted. Blast.
Oh man, that's that dude right there.
Yeah. Blast.
Shout out to Blast because he has a Muse.place on Muse for his clothing brand.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Blast, Mozzie, and Slim 400.
Hey, come on, man. Oh, that's a list. That's
Money Man. Huh?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Look, this man, that's the one person that he just like, hey man, if we gotta get somebody on the show, it's Money Man. I was like, hey man, look.
I got his line though. Y'all want to tap in?
Hey man.
Listen,
let us know.
That'd be a great honor.
Yeah, I'll send him an email or something, man.
For sure.
That would be Money Man. Man, if they ain't had no blockchain, if they ain't got no blockchain show with Money Man, I'm retired. Straight up. I'm gonna retire.
He I ain't gonna lie. He helped me make my first. I ain't gonna say he helped me make my first big 40 bands, man.
Yeah, man.
No, hey, look,
that man,
Money Man.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, Money Man is if you want to street learn about crypto, press Money Man. Press he gonna make you understand.
That's
he gonna real. What? What? Quick, everybody be like, oh, I understand. I get crypto. I heard Money Man. I'm like, that's how you figured it out. Okay, cool. Whatever works for you, works for you.
First I bought some Bitcoin, then I bought some Litecoin.
Hey, Diddy said, I tried to put you up on this crypto 3 years ago. You didn't want to listen.
He
didn't want to listen. That's Money Man for sure.
Yeah, man.
Money Man. That's another new artist out there too. I don't know if y'all familiar with him. His name is Stocks. But he just dropped Well Talk right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Stocks. They were just at South by Southwest. They just did Well Talk.
Okay.
Put them on my playlist.
Yeah.
I was about to say, go ahead and send me the link, HD.
Yeah, you got
it.
Go
ahead, send me the link.
I will. I'll send that shit in too.
Okay, bet. That's perfect. Go ahead, HD. Go ahead, man. Cause you go ahead, man.
I'm sorry, man. We got
So
sidetracked.
you look. You can't even ask them. We still gotta ask the favorite question, but we really can't even. Well, nah, we can ask the
We
favorite
still
question.
ask
So
favorite.
look. We'll do like this. We gonna save that. We still got a little time on the show. I guess my next question will be, what's your favorite NFT project? Whether it's something that you've purchased or whether it's something that you created, what would you say is your favorite NFT project? Uh-oh. Don't tell me it froze us out. Oh, StreamYard. Y'all did it again.
It's all right.
Y'all
It's all right.
playing.
Hey,
Y'all
but
playing.
we can take
Go
intermittent
ahead.
break.
Go ahead and pay some bills.
Pay some bills real quick, man. Shout out to raptoken.xyz, man. We still building constantly. He's a sponsor of the Rap and Crypto show here on P2G Networks.
We are in March. We about to mint, y'all.
Ladies-
We're in March. We about to mint.
Ladies and gentlemen, go get your Rap Head NFT right now so you can get your Rap Head. We are minting in March. Ladies
And
and
we are.
gentlemen.
What it's the my watch says the 22nd, y'all. Man, go ahead, HD. We ain't financial advisors, but of course, hey man, y'all tap in. HD, man, go ahead, finish, bro.
Also, man,
because I was finna go in. Go ahead, bro.
We definitely want to shout out Walt Knows Money, man.
Yes,
the
sir.
morning come up. If you ain't tapped into the morning come up, make sure you tap in with Walt Knows Money. And also this week,
Y'all playing. Hold up, wait. I can't even let that pass. Y'all playing if y'all not in Walt's class. Be your own bank. Like folks be like, oh, you get. Make sure you tap in with Walt's class, y'all. Be your own bank. Then once you figure out how to understand how to be your own bank and be able to build yourself a portfolio of understanding being your own bank, you can also put yourself in position to learn trading. Ladies and gentlemen, them groups been going crazy. And then tapping in with Brother Dennis has been crazy. Y'all just don't get, man. Look, he said, learn how to get in by joining the morning come up. Tap in with Walt Knows Money, y'all, because it's about to get crazy. Get in where you fit in, y'all. Get in where you fit in. Go ahead, HD.
Also, one last quick thing. P2G Networks is having a metal block party coming here soon. We definitely want to shout out to Miss Salty Coffee. She's having a poetry party at 8 o'clock $200 gift prize. Make sure you guys tune in, man. Tap in. We're going to have a metaverse party at a metaverse mansion.
Yeah, man. It's about to get crazy. Man, every time I get on the show, I reminisce and realize every week it just and not just the blockchain space, but the way rapping crypto has grown, man. Like I said earlier before we jumped on here, man, it's been pardon my French, y'all. It's been a hell of a ride, y'all. We ain't even done. We just getting started, y'all. We just getting started, man. Y'all, every week, y'all get this information. Every week, you get content to help you understand how to expand and get knowledge in this space. It doesn't matter where you get the knowledge from, just make sure you get the knowledge. That's the important part of all this. Just make sure you're getting the knowledge. Because if you're not getting the knowledge, then you're putting yourself in a situation of being, like brother said, left behind. And I hate using that terminology, but realistically, it's scary because, my mom used to have me reading the Left Behind series when I was a kid and everything. But realistically, that's what this is transforming into. If people say, oh, it's the end days and different things, hey, whatever, however you looking at it. But like I tell people who say it's the end days, well, if you feel like you're not going to be here, that's fine. But why not be prepared just in case there's something that happens and it's not what it seems to be? I mean, I remember, a while ago, them telling me when I was in high school, the world's about to end. It didn't. Now there was things going on that weren't going on now, but that, like, come on, y'all, just be prepared. That's the important part. Be prepared so that you good to go and that you can pass the knowledge on to somebody else, and they can pass the knowledge on to somebody else. Because again, as the brother said, here in the blockchain space, and with everything else, this is each one teach one, y'all. Each one teach one. Come learn. Once you learn, take the information, go take it to somebody else, and keep passing it on. And even if you
pull
still
your
in the
friend by a
process,
hand, come to the network.
I was gonna say, and
Sure.
even if you still in the process of learning, tell somebody else and bring them with you. If you watch Rap and Crypto, make it your thing to be like, hey, I'm gonna get one person every week new to go ahead and jump on the show with me. Do your thing, whatever you want to do, but just expand yourself, put yourself in the position, because the thing is, we can pass all the knowledge and information, but everybody has to put themselves in their own driver's seat, because nobody's going to be able to drive anybody's car for them at all. Parents might be able to, it's just like being a parent. You can help your kid all you want to. You can give them all the knowledge, all the game, all the information, all the love, all the discipline, and everything. But when your child decides to grow up, and whether it's when they're a kid in school, whether it's when they grow up and be an adult, teenager, whatever it is, when they make decisions in their life, you can't control any of that, because at the end of the day, your job is to lead the horse to the water, not make it drink. Same thing in this situation. Our job is to lead any horse that wants to drink the great water that we got for you to the actual lake that got the water to it. And we can show you multiple lakes if we need to. But realistically, you still got to drink it to be able to say, I don't like this water. I do like this water. You can't just show up, look at the water, and be like, oh, no. Now, if you think the water look murky, hey, look, that's on you. But I mean, let's just be honest, y'all. You got to understand. You got to understand. HD, man, what?
So
man,
he's
oh man,
so
you brought
he's
up the
having,
ISO 2020. What'd you say, bro?
he's having sorry y'all, our guest is having a little StreamYard trouble here getting back on. But yeah, man, we brought up the ISO 2022 tokens. Like he says, mostly centralized tokens, such tokens as SDC, IOTA, SRP, SLM, Algorand, and a few more tokens are about to jump on the protocol to be centralized here shortly. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, just prepare yourself, get the information, go do your research. Most of all, because we're not financial advisors, we just enjoy researching and giving the game back to y'all, and y'all will do your own research.
Boy, do I love this. Boy, do I love this. Oh
Man,
my goodness, man.
I enjoy
Goodness,
this, man. Like, this is like, the thing is, like, being a student, it's like, it's boring. Okay, so we got them coming back. It's boring when your teacher's bored, but this
That's real.
blockchain space, this cryptocurrency space, man, this is everlasting learning. It's like something new almost every other year that you're learning to deal with. Like I said earlier, you're dealing with cryptocurrency, smart contracts, NFTs, metaverse, AI, staking, farming, dealing with banking industries, STEM projects. Ladies and gentlemen, you're dealing with so much in this space that you can't compact it. You can't compact it in one day of learning. You have to span your mind at least 2 hours a day. Take at least 30 minutes of your day to go listen to something educational.
HD, if you don't mind me jumping in here,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna put out a challenge to the people watching. Whenever you can, y'all know my spiel. Whenever you catch this, whether you listening to it right now live, whether you catch this on the replay in a day, a couple hours, a week, a month, a year, a couple years, I'm going to challenge you to do is go and whatever you're most interested in, whether it's art, music, history, I'll say medicine, technology, but technology is kind of broad in technology, so you're gonna have to pinpoint what types of different things, whether it's cars, whether it's renewable energy, whether it's saving the planet, whatever your niche is. I want to challenge you to go and research how that niche is being impacted by blockchain as a whole, specifically cryptocurrency, and then specifically NFTs. Those three things. Figure out your niche, whatever you love the most. I don't care what it is. I ain't trying to be funny. It could be smoking cigarettes. If you I love smoking cigarettes or drinking beer, so research it.
Oh, there's a blockchain for it.
But
I'm pretty sure.
Research it. And it's not even about the blockchain. It's just in the general sense of
understanding how much of a real world and real life applicable impact we're about to experience, and people just won't see it coming because they refuse to accept the information that's coming to them because it looks different. It's better to accept something looks different and work with it than reject it and be forced into it, and you're completely confused and you're basically already agitated because you don't want to be there in the first place. I'd rather be somewhere I don't want to be, but I voluntarily went, and I'm basically able to go at my own pace then. Oh, no, you got to do this. Why no, you can't resist because this is what you got to do. And then you're going to always approach it with a bad attitude, and you'll never get out of that. Come on, y'all. Mindset. Be smart. Use your brain, y'all. These are the keys that are going to make you successful in the space and understanding. So again, I'll go back. My challenge, I'll state it again. My challenge to you all is to go. Whatever your niche is, whatever you find fun, whatever your hobby is, go look at, one, how the blockchain is impacting it. Two, how it's integrated or interacting with cryptocurrency. And three, how it's impacted or interacting with NFTs. That's it. And if you find nothing in all three, try your second thing. But if you don't find it in either one of the first two things that you like, well, hey, it is what it is.
It is.
But if you like your money or your whatever you're living, your livelihood, it's very imperative that even if you can't find it in your niche, I encourage you to check out how it's going to affect the things that you pay for, like the bills that you have, whether it's your rent or your mortgage, whether it's your
organization,
whether it's, I can pay AT&T with BitPay right now. Go check it out. If you got AT&T, you can pay your AT&T bill with cryptocurrency right now. Y'all think it's a game. But just your gas bill, your heating bill, whatever you got going on in your household, whatever other bills, see how it's going to impact loans. See how it's going to impact savings bonds. See how it's going to impact different things dealing with. Listen, I think y'all get the point. Do your due diligence, do your research, but figure out how this space is going to impact you, and then you'll start getting a deeper understanding of why it is so imperative and pertinent that you get as much information as possible. And once you invest and get education, then you can get yourself started and push yourself and propel forward. Those are the steps you got to take. You can't skip the line and jump. Trust me, I've tried it quite a few times. Ain't no skipping, and HD will tell you. If there was a way to skip the line, I'd be telling y'all, hey, I know where to skip line. Ain't no skipping the line, man.
I tell him all the time.
You might think you skipping a line. You'll get jumped and get slapped all the way back to the back, and you like, bro, I'm back at square one because you skipped the freaking line. Stop. I'm telling you, don't skip the line. If there's a way that it's an easy route, it's probably a way that you're going to skip the line. Stop skipping the line. Dig in, do your research like you're supposed to, understanding what you're getting into, understanding how it's going to impact and affect you, then create a plan from there and go head on at it.
All right, so let me interject, man. I definitely want to say thank you to Jay from Jay, the CEO of Made Brand, for coming on the show this evening. I know he has a long evening, and hey, sorry, StreamYard, you gotta mess us up somehow. But hey, it is what it is. So you know how we're gonna kick it off, LJ, man. This week's episode of Rap Crypto Top 10 is brought to you by RapToken.xyz. Top 10 currencies. If you ain't got yourself a Rap Token NFT, go make sure you go get you one. Minting this month. Shout out King Mizzo too, man. We see you out there in Canada. Get ready to go on that tour, brother. So
man, doing your thing, and ladies and gentlemen, it's March. Y'all know them rap heads finna. Man, go ahead, HD. Go ahead. Man, what we got?
Man, so for the first token of the evening, number 10, like you said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and throw you the coin that you had made some profits on last night. Link. And the reason why I'm saying chain link, man, because that information, that drive for the information on that token, it's the drive for that ISO, man. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah. Number 9, we going with Algorand, because I definitely made profits trading Algorand. So we're gonna go with Algorand, but I'm not with Algorand because of the trading and the profits off the trading and things, because those are futures trades. I mean, anybody can do it. Go check out MEXC. If y'all need the link, hit me up in my DMs and I'll make sure I give you the referral link. If you just want to go check it out on your own and be like, all right, well, I don't want your referral, I could care less. I just want you to win. So go check out MEXC. But with that being said, Algorand is definitely a coin that you want to do some research on and check out, because Algorand is going to make huge impacts on medical records. Do your due diligence, do some research, understand what's getting ready to happen. But in other countries, Algorand's about to get a huge implementation. Again, do your own due diligence and
And
do
also,
research.
it's an ISO 2022 token.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna state obvious on that one, but I mean, again, this ain't financial advice. Do your own due diligence, but Algorand's gonna be a heavy hitter. Go ahead, HD.
Man, so the number 8 token this week, I'm gonna go Decentraland, man. We're gonna go ahead and hit you with that mana. Metaverse in there. Let's get it.
Okay, well, we're gonna go back to an ISO 2020, and we're gonna go with Tezos XTZ. Again, that was Tezos. The ticker is XTZ. Go ahead, HD.
You know, I gotta go with another ISO 2022 token. Sorry, y'all, man. It's the IOTA, man. Internet of Things.
Well, I guess we're gonna keep the trend going. Number 4 is XLM. Then, I mean, excuse me, number 5 is XLM. I said number 4 is XLM, but number 5 is XLM. Go ahead, brother.
Then number 4, man, I'm going ahead and go back to the IOTA blockchain. We're gonna go to the Helium.
Yes, sir.
Man, Helium token, man. Especially if you go to them Bobcat miners. Man, ladies and gentlemen, all I gotta say, go do your research on Bobcat miners or Helium.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Number 3. I mean, y'all know what I'm coming with, because I can't throw it at 2. I ain't gonna throw it at number 1. But I'm definitely gonna throw it at number 3. We got XRP coming on board at number 3, y'all. Y'all know how I'm coming. Do your own research, but that show from what was it 2 years ago in December, and I was like, hey, I wouldn't be worried about this SEC lawsuit. And everybody looking at me like, it's the SEC. Have you lost your mind? Nope. It's just
when you sleep in the bed with them, you know, hey, it is what it is.
But my point. How you go? We know it's a Fed coin. How you gonna sue yourself? Come on, man. Like,
oh my Lord.
Watch what the right hand does while the left hand plays over it. Like, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. That's financial advice, but go ahead, bro. Like,
number 2 big heavy hitter, man. We're gonna go Ravencoin, man, with the tokenization of real estate. So number 2 token.
I get stuck with number 1, huh?
Honorable mention, man.
I'd be stupid. So we're gonna honorable mention RAP token, of course. But number 1, we're gonna go with Bitcoin. Stack your Satoshis. This ain't financial advice, but in my personal opinion, stacking Bitcoin is probably your safest bet. I'm a safe investor, but I like to take the big risk. So I stack Satoshis and move Satoshis into other things, but I stack Satoshis. But if you're looking for a safe bet, this is not financial advice. Try stacking some Satoshis. If you got a Cash App, buy a little bit here and there. Once you get enough, figure out how to get a private wallet and move it. Again, that's not financial advice. That's just try it. That's a strategy I use. Check it out. See if it works. HD. First of all,
So let's say it like this, man. If you haven't been tuning in, you want to get some free satoshis, man. Go listen to Rapper Crypto on Fountain. Listen to a podcast on Fountain, get you free satoshis. So if you can't afford to buy $1 worth of Bitcoin, go ahead and listen to it and get it for free.
Sir. Yes, sir. Man, oh man. Listen. You know what? We still got time left on the show. I ain't done this in a couple weeks.
Oh Lord.
So, HD, let's play with some folk a little bit. Y'all know how I'm coming. HD, fact or fiction?
That's good. That's good.
Fact or fiction? We just experienced a banking situation that affected major banks, such as, and these are not all of the banks, but I'm just going to name a few. And again, this is true or false. Synovus, Fifth Third, and Huntington.
Facts.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what we're talking about, you must have been on a rock, because it's all everybody's been talking about dealing with Silicon Valley Bank. Do y'all research? Check out everything that's been going on, because it's interesting. Fact or fiction, HD? There are certain banks who there are certain banks who are not only denying withdrawal slips when people go to the counter to do withdrawals, but they are also denying deposits as well.
That is a big fact as well, Man, ladies and gentlemen, this is not financial advice, but if you're a part of a bank, go at least go get a credit union where you at least have some structure and some voting rights before the financial crisis. Huh?
I know I got to weigh in. End of the night, fact or fiction?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
End of the night, fact or fiction? The FDIC has depleted its fund and is borrowing money to cover just 2 bank falls. Would that leave them depleted for all the other banks that they're supposed to cover?
Big facts. And you want to know why I say big facts? I'm excited to share. I actually was able to watch a very detailed video, and I had heard about this and looked at some things on Twitter, but I was able to watch a very detailed video. Make a long story short, all stuff happened with SVB. If I'm not mistaken, it was a little under 40 different planes that flew to where? Omaha, Nebraska. Now, who stays in Omaha, Nebraska, y'all? Warren Buffett.
Hey, we don't do that. We don't drop names.
No, listen. The point is, all of these different things did different things. And if you go do your due diligence and do your research, we understand. There's no knock to nobody. This ain't saying no, but Miss Ruby, you know me.
Yep.
This, the LJ telling y'all, if you follow the money, you gonna know what's going on.
Now, one last fact or fiction. Have the banks been buying more gold?
Big facts. With the silver.
Huge facts.
So
banks have been buying gold and silver, and gold today, in the middle of the night, early morning.
Are we talking about digital gold, or are we talking
about physical gold? Physical gold has been being bought up in such quantities that gold has now hit $20,000 an ounce. That means that coin ounce that's about the size of a quarter was $20,000 for about a good 3 hours today. You can check the gold chart. $20,000 for a quarter size coin weighing 1 ounce.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The way that gold moved on the charts, and I think if I'm not mistaken, it was like 4 o'clock
in the morning. Yes.
No, I'm talking about this afternoon.
Oh, interesting. Because awesome. because that means that means that people are getting the news. Now the people are getting the news.
That
Get
happened
moving.
right after news drop too.
Exactly. So I'm letting the people know. This is why
Go ahead.
tonight was one of those get your cash right nights. It is not too late to get in on gold, crypto, and silver. Start purchasing physical. Take your cash and exchange it for real things. Because if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Bottom line.
That's my financial advice, y'all. That's just facts.
And we're going to
and that is a true fact.
That's just facts.
Go to your bank. They own and hold your money. You do no longer own it.
And they don't even own and hold that. That's why, man, we ain't.
Okay.
So I'm going
I thank you all.
Hey, look.
I thank you all. I look forward to talking with you guys soon because we're going to be doing live how to get your gold, crypto, and silver on and get in the metaverse really soon. So thanks, guys, for having me on for a couple of minutes. Let's get it popping.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up like this. Thank you, Miss Ruby, for hopping on for a few seconds. LJ, man, they can find you on all social media platforms and find me on the same social media platform. Next week on Rapid Crypto, we got the CEO of InstaDApp coming on the Rapid Crypto. And also, man, this has been your main man, HUTCH, aka HD Blockchain, coming to you live from Dayton, Ohio, man. We'll see you next week at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. See y'all later.
Peace.
Bye.
Y'all be safe.